So today we are going to be sharing a tap around creating powerful change. And this is a very important tap for me. I always shape the taps around whatever I'm moving through in my life. And I think, okay, if I'm moving through it, it's likely other people are moving through it, or you're helping your clients move through it. I know many of you are also coaches or healers or mystics, or doing different kinds of healing work in the world. And so this is something that you can also take into your client sessions as well. You're going to get a replay and you'll get a little PDF with some of the phrases that you can use in a tapping session to help your clients move through change as well. So you get to practice on yourself tonight, and then you get to practice on it with your friends and family as well if you feel super inspired. Beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to just give you a little brief on what we're going to go over today. So this is all about tapping to create change using EFT tapping. So let's talk about why is the change so freaking hard, right? So change is hard. Sometimes you think, oh, it's super inspiring to change and to manifest. But a lot of the time, what is holding us back is our fear of change. And because it represents the unknown, and humans are really wired to look for safety. And so anything that is in the unknown can represent discomfort, can represent a lack of safety. And this goes back all the way to our caveman days. You know, sometimes it was safer to stay in the cave at night than go out and look for berries, right? And they would have to be very calculative around when they would do certain things because they had to take care of their safety. And so it's really wired in us to try to stay in comfort zones. But then sooner or later, those little comfort zones that we're in are no longer serving us. And we get to that point of we need to actually take a leap out of the comfort zone and into something else. Because if we stay in the comfort zone too long, then we'll run out of berries altogether, and then we'll starve and die, right? So we actually have to sometimes step out of our comfort zone in order to create change. And a lot of that has to do with trusting that when we leap, that our wings will spread open and we'll be able to fly. So that's basically a little bit about what we're going to be doing tonight. So the 3 steps to creating change using tapping. This is what I've mapped out for us in a session today. First of all is we want to create safety. If we can create safety inside of our nervous system, then it's going to be easier to let go of the past so that we can leap into the future. And one of the things that often I have been going through, because I just let go of a 10-year relationship, and I did a lot of work around letting go and stepping into a whole new reality, a whole new life. And what I noticed for myself when I was going through that, I had a lot of what ifs. And what if I had done this differently? What if this happens? What if? And those what ifs are actually blocking our power as well. So we want to release the what ifs and recognize that exactly where we are right now in this time and space is exactly where we're supposed to be. And when we're in the what if, either the what if of the future or the what if of the past, then we're actually taking away the power of the present moment. And if we really want to get on board with the power of the universe, then we need to arrive in the present moment, because that's where the power is. And so we clear out the what ifs, and then we move into deciding what you want to create moving forward. And that really helps propel you forward into the new thing as well. So oftentimes when we're afraid of change, we're not thinking about what we actually want in the future. We're thinking about what we don't want in the future. And so really leading yourself or your clients into a visualization, into a tapping exercise to actually decide what you do want, rather than being in defense or protection mechanism, which is trying to get safety. You then move into, what would I like to create? What would I like to manifest? How would that feel? And you start to generate from that new possibility. So that's basically what we're going to do tonight. Here are some phrases that you could do for step 1. Even though there is change coming, I am in a safe place. So that simple phrase is going to help you arrive in the present moment and recognize that all is well right here, right now. Even though I'm afraid of, and then you can insert what you think could happen, it's possible I can find a solution. And then it is safe to let go. So we start moving and letting go, and then we release the what ifs. Even though I've been blaming myself for I am a good person. So oftentimes, if change is happening and we don't want it or we're afraid of it, we might blame ourselves for some kind of mistake or doing or saying something that maybe we shouldn't have said, or we wish we'd done something else. So you can insert what you've been blaming yourself for. Also, even though I think I could have, like sometimes the coulda, shouldas hold us back as well. So even though I think I could have done this differently, it's possible I did the best I knew how. And then I forgive myself for any mistakes. So that's clearing out all the what ifs, all the shoulds, all the coulds that can take us away from the power to come through us in the moment. And then we move into step 3, which is deciding what you want to create moving forward. And this is often combined with visualization exercises and things like that, which I teach in some of my tapping certification programs. So you would say something like, what I really want in my life is I really want to feel something in my life. And the feelings are really what activate the energy. So in the same way you're feeling a negative emotion, you're clearing it out, it's going to really have a powerful effect. Same thing if you're going to have a positive feeling, that's going to help rewire the whole system, the nervous system and the brain and everything. So we really encourage those positive feelings. And then it's possible I can create. So now you're moving into the positive of what you want to bring into your life, what you're ready to create in your life. And that becomes that new affirmation for what you're going to do in your life. So that's basically the step-by-step process that we're going to go through tonight. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little meditation, a little bit of breath work. I really like to do that to get clear on what we're releasing and what we're moving into. Then we're going to go into the tap itself. Occasionally, I'll go over into the chat area. I'll ask you how you feel. We'll check on what your intensity levels are. And then when we're not chatting, when I ask you not to chat, then just come back and really focus on your own process. If you find that you're getting distracted by the chat, you can always turn the chat off on your computer and just focus on tapping with me. And just really focus with the process. Don't get too caught up in the chat unless I ask you a question. That way you can really give yourself the time and the energy that you deserve today. This is all for you. This is my love offering for you so that you can really just give yourself this deep dive and then hopefully have some tools that you can share with your community as well. Okay, beautiful. So let's get into a comfortable position. I want you to turn off any distractions. Also, if you have a journal handy that you might want to write any notes on that might come through in the session, you can also write down as you go, and then just really give yourself this time to drop in with me. All right, I'm going to pop some music on to get started. Okay. Okay, so let's just take a moment, just placing our hands on our knees, just straightening up the spine, gently tucking in the chin towards the neck there, just feeling that full alignment. Feeling the breath rising and falling. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Imagine the energy coming up from the root all the way up to your crown. And then exhale, it comes down. Blowing it out, inhaling it up. Exhaling it out. And continue with that breath for a moment. A few more breaths here. And I want you to imagine yourself creating a bowl around your body right now. And then we're just going to inhale through the mouth. And now exhale through the nose. Imagine yourself sipping in cosmic life force. And then as you exhale, you're imagining filling the whole bubble up around you with light. And you're doing it through the nose on the exhale. Inhale through the mouth, sip it in through a straw. Push it out through the nostrils. Imagine this ball around you being more and more energized with light. few more here. One more, inhale through the mouth. Hold the breath. Keep the breath held. Exhale through the nostrils. Keep the breath held out at the bottom. Feeling all of that energy aligning inside your energetic body right now, connecting to this central column that is the central light, running up and down your spine. And coming into a natural breath, bringing your hands around the aura, feeling that ball that you're now soaking in. Just resting your eyes here for a moment. So in this moment, we call in change. We call in the safety to create powerful change in our life that serves our life. We call in the unseen realms to support us. We call in the physical dimension to support us, and we call in our higher self to support us in letting go of that which no longer serves us, so that we may open up to that which wants to blossom in our life. Taking a deep breath into this intention. Hold the breath and then exhale. Beautiful. Now we're just going to have you starting by massaging underneath the collarbone here. And the way that we heal in tapping is we give ourselves full permission to feel whatever is there. So the way we heal it is we feel it. So if there's uncomfortable emotion, if there's discomfort in your thoughts, it's all welcome. Just give me a thumbs up if everyone else is okay with the audio right now. Yep, perfect, great. So massaging underneath the collarbone, I want you to tune into the area that is opening up in your life, and also the area that you're afraid to let go of, because they're often happening simultaneously. Like you want something, but you're also afraid to let something go, right? In order to really go for the thing that you want, you have to really let go. So I want you to tune into the part that you're afraid to let go of right now. And as you tune into that right now, I want you to imagine what that's been feeling like inside your life, to hold on to all of that fear. The fear of change, the fear of not being okay, the fear of not being able to make it, the fear of something bad might happen, the fear, the pressure that you're feeling to change. Anything that's going on around change that's bringing up fear for you right now. And I want you to lean into what that fear is. So we're going to focus on the fear right now, because as we clear that out, all those new visions will naturally arise inside your life. So tune into the thing that you're really afraid of right now with the change. And I want you to tune into what that is. Tapping the center of the chest. Feeling into what you're afraid of happening, what you're afraid the change might bring, what you're afraid you may not be able to do or not do. And then repeating after me, I am afraid of, and just tell me what you're afraid of out loud. Say what that is. In the brows, I'm afraid of, say what that is out loud. I don't feel completely safe with the change. Tapping the temples. I don't feel completely safe with the change. Tapping the cheeks. Even though I don't feel completely safe, I love and deeply accept myself. And I want you to feel into this lack of safety that you're having right now, the fear that's arising for you. Tapping underneath the nose. I want you to feel any contraction that's arising there. Tapping underneath the lips. And I want you to feel how uncomfortable all that fear is that is arising for you. What does it feel like in your body? All that fear, or all of that resistance, all of that protection. Tapping the center of the chest. And then as you lean into the discomfort, I want you to give yourself permission to really feel the discomfort right now. Once again, the more we allow ourselves to feel it in tapping, the more we're able to flush it out of our nervous system. So really let yourself feel that, what's arising. And I want you just to describe what that fear is about. I'm afraid of, say what it is, say it out loud, describe it, what's coming up for you. Tapping the front of the ribs. And then on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the most uncomfortable, 0 being the least, the more free, what is the intensity on a scale of 0 to 10? How uncomfortable is it? 10 being the most. This fear of change, this concern about what might or might not happen, your ability to be able to move forward, all of that. What is the number? And then go ahead and write it in the chat area for me. Okay. 7, 10, 10, 4, 10, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 9. Okay. So tune into that level of resistance, that level of discomfort. I want you just to feel it right now, and don't push it away. Don't tell it that it's wrong. Just welcome it and just feel what it feels like. Feel that intensity right now. Just accept that that's there. And hold it in some compassion and some understanding. It's just trying to protect you. And then take a big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Ah, beautiful. Tapping the side of the ribs. Even though I'm carrying a lot of fear and resistance here, I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping the side of the wrist, even though I'm having a lot of fear and resistance. I'm still a good human being, and I'm still worthy of love. And it's understandable I'm feeling this way. I'm really afraid of what's happening. Say what that is out loud. And it's understandable I'm resisting. Take a big, deep breath into that. Release a big sigh. Ah, good. Tapping the side of the thumb. I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping the next finger, exactly as I am. Even though I've been feeling, what have you been feeling around all of this change? Even though I've been feeling, say out loud what you've been feeling. Tapping the next finger, I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger, exactly as I am. Even in the discomfort. Tapping the little finger, I love and deeply accept myself. Exactly as I am. Right here, right now. And just hold yourself in some acceptance for how hard this has been, for your struggle that you've been having around this. Just accept yourself right now, right there in it, for how difficult it's been. Give yourself some acceptance. Take a long, deep breath into that. Release a big sigh. Bring the side of the hand, even though I've been struggling with change. And I always find it hard. Because it means trusting the unknown. I love and accept myself. Tapping the top of the head. And I want you to think about the area that is being called to change right now. The area that you've been called to let go of. The place in your life that you're being called to step into. Because as you let go of something, there is an even more powerful call to step into something new that possibly you have never done before. And that new thing that you have never done before, that is where the growth edge is. Even though I'm afraid to, what is your growth edge? What is that next step that is being called forward? I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping between the brows. Even though part of me wants to hold on to the past, tapping the temples, and part of me thinks maybe I should have done something different. It's possible I'm exactly where I need to be. Right here. Right now. Exactly where I'm meant to be. Right here. Right now. In this. Take a long, deep breath into all the feelings that are there right now, holding all of that together. Take a big, deep breath into feeling it all right now and let it go. Big, deep breath. Good. Tapping the cheeks. I really want to feel more empowered. Tapping underneath the nose. I really want to trust my life more. Tapping underneath the lips. It's possible I can trust my life more. Let's say that again. It's possible I can trust my life more. Tapping the center of the chest. It's possible I can trust my life more. Tapping the front of the ribs. It's possible I can trust my life more. Tapping the side of the ribs. I really want to trust my life more. Take another big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Good. Well done. You're doing great. Tapping the side of the wrist. And I'm ready to look at all of my fear around change. In what area? And just name the area of your life that is being called to change right now. Just name the area. Is it in relationships? Is it in your finances? Is it in how you're showing up in your community? Is it in your habits? Is it in the way you eat your food? Is it in your way that you love your body? What is it that wants to change? I'm ready to look at this in greater detail now. Tapping the side of the thumb. My resistance and fear around changing what? Say what it is. Tapping the next finger because I've never fully done this before. Tapping the middle finger. I've never fully stepped into what before? What have you never fully stepped into? Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. And part of me doesn't know if I can. Tapping the little finger. Part of me doesn't know if I'll be able to. Tapping the side of the hand. Part of me is afraid of failing. Part of me is afraid of being stranded, lost, unloved. What are you afraid of happening? Go ahead and write that in the chat and then come back to tapping with me. Part of me is afraid of, tell me what that is. Part of me is afraid of rejection, abandonment, losing myself, dying, being homeless, hurting my children, falling, failing and being let down. And tune into yours right now. Part of me is afraid of tapping the top of the head. And I've been afraid of that for a very long time. And I want you to tune into how long that fear has actually been with you. When's your earliest memory of having that same fear arise? See if you can just trace back to an earlier memory right now or when that fear was present for you. And some of us can go all the way back to childhood, and some of us can only go a year back. And sometimes you'll start tapping and a random memory will just pop up that you didn't even know existed. So just choose whatever one popped into your mind right now. That's the one your subconscious wants you to work on. Hey, you got it? Right. I had this fear when, and tell me when you first had this fear. Tapping between the brows. I've had this fear for a very long time. Tapping the temples. And I want you to describe what was happening when you first remember having that fear arise. And just tell me what was taking place for you in that memory. I want you to describe it in as much detail as you can. I was here and these people were there and I was doing this and they said that. Say it out loud, go on a little rant. Tell me the whole story right now. What was happening when you first remember having that thought or that fear? Tapping the cheeks. And tell me what else was happening. Tapping underneath the nose. And the worst part was, what was the worst part about that situation? The worst part was Tapping underneath the lips. That's when I really started to be scared. That's when I really started to fear change. That's when I stopped trusting life. That's when I started believing what? What did you start believing as a result of that happening to you? That's when I started believing. Tell me what you started believing. Tapping the center of the chest. And I've been believing that for a very long time. I've been believing. Tell me what you've been believing. Say it out loud. For a really long time. And it's possible I picked it up from someone else. So you had this thing happen, you started believing it, but did the person that was involved in the memory, or did someone earlier on in your life also believe that made you believe that should be afraid, you should be afraid of that, or that you should have that fear? Who else in your family or your early childhood had that same belief? It reminds me of, and just if someone pops into your mind, you can say them right now, because oftentimes we pick up these beliefs as well from others who have that belief around reality. And was that person also playing small? Was that person also hiding from their full power and their full potential? I picked this up from, and tell me who you picked it up from or where you got this from. Tapping the front of the ribs. And I've carried this a very long time. And it's possible it's not who I truly am. It's possible that's not even my thought. It's possible that isn't even the truth. I just believed it because who else was believing it? Take a long, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Ah, beautiful. Tapping the side of the ribs. I love and deeply accept myself. Even though I started shutting down, when what happened? Tell me that earlier memory. Tapping the side of the wrist. And I've been shutting down and hiding for a long time. I've been doubting myself and my full power for a very long time. I've been disconnected from my full power for a very long time. And so has my family lineage. We've all been hiding. Just feel into everyone that's been hiding in your family line. Everyone in your family line who hasn't been their full power, who's held back their potential, who has believed the self-doubt. Feel it for everyone right now and how it has affected everyone's potential to manifest miracles, to create the life they truly dream of, to be in absolute freedom financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Take a long, deep breath in and release a big sigh. Ah, beautiful. Tapping the side of the thumb. I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping the next finger exactly as I am. Tapping the middle finger, and I'm clearing this from my family lineage now. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I'm ready to fully let go of my fear here. And trust the power of my life. Beautiful. Big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Ah, good. Tapping the little finger. All right, are you ready to give this a go? Just see if you can actually let go of all of that fear, because as we hold on to fear, what do you think happens? Do you think it's truly protecting us? Or do you think all of that fear, all of that resistance, all of that protection is actually creating more of what we don't want? Oftentimes we think we're protecting ourselves, but we're actually repelling, we're actually attracting more chaos, right? So let's just tune in right now and see if we can let it go. See if we can find the safety to let it go and see what's on the other side. Tapping the side of the hand. I'm ready to let go of my fear, so I can step courageously into change. Tapping the top of the head. I'm ready to let go of my fear of, tell me what that is out loud, so I can courageously step into my potential. Do you see how fear and our potential can't actually coexist? It's one or the other. We can let fear run the show, or we can let potential run the show. I'm ready to let go of my fear of, tell me what that is, and let my potential step in. Big, deep breath in, big sigh. Ah, good. Tapping the temples. I can feel safe in the process of letting go. Tapping the cheeks. I am safe in the process of letting go. Tapping underneath the nose. I am safe in the process of letting go. Really feel this right now. Feel all the safety holding you right now. All the support of the love of all of creation holding you, supporting you, loving you, holding you. Underneath the lips, I am safe in the process of letting go. And I can hold on to the fear as long as I want to. But it's not really serving me. I can hold on to the fear for the rest of my life if I want to. But it's not helping me grow. It's not helping me grow this fear. It's not helping me grow this fear. Long, deep breath into whatever's coming up for you right now. Big, deep breath, big sigh. Ah, beautiful. Tapping the front of the ribs. I'm ready to let this go now, so I can finally be free. Tapping the side of the ribs so I can finally. Okay, so I want you to tune in now to that earlier memory where you really were holding on to all of that fear and you weren't sure what was going to happen and you were trying to just keep yourself safe and you had so much adrenaline pumping and your whole system was in contraction. You didn't know how to like take care of yourself, and all that fear was there and the other people's fears were there, and it was an overwhelming experience. I want you to tune into that right now. Take a long, deep breath in and release a big sigh. Ah, beautiful. Tapping the side of the wrist. What I really needed in that situation was what? What did you need in that situation that would have helped you feel safe? I really needed, and say that out loud right now. What did you need that would have helped you feel safe? Let's speak this. Tapping the side of the thumb. I really needed, say that out loud. Beautiful. Tapping the next finger. I really needed, what did you need that would have helped you feel safe? Tapping the middle finger. I really needed, but I didn't get it. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I really needed, tell me what you really needed, but I didn't get it. Tapping the side of the next finger. And I've been trying to get, what have you been trying to get from the outside world, from the people around you, from the circumstance, from the situation? I've been really trying to get, tell me what that is. But it hasn't been working out. Tapping the side of the hand. I really needed, tell me what that is once more. There we go. That is the truth. That is the truth. Take a long, slow, deep breath into that truth. Feel the power of what you needed. Release a big sigh. Ah, beautiful. I really needed. Say it out loud. Good. And it's possible I was worthy of it. Even though I didn't get it. I've been between the brows. It's possible I was worthy of, tell me what that is. It's possible I was worthy of, and tell me that out loud. Tapping the cheeks. It's possible in that moment, tuning into that traumatic moment, I was worthy of, tell me that out loud. And I have always been worthy of that. Because I am a child of God. And my needs are worthy of being met. I am worthy of, say what it is out loud. Tapping underneath the nose. I am worthy of, say it out loud. Good. Tapping underneath the lips. I am worthy of, say it out loud. Tapping the center of the chest. I am worthy of, say it out loud again. And it's possible I'm worthy right now. And that I've always been worthy. And I am ready to finally receive it. I am ready to finally receive it into my life. Take a long, deep breath into all of that. Anything that's coming up around that right now, release a big sigh. Beautiful. You're doing so good. I love and deeply accept myself. And I am worthy of receiving. Tell me what that is. Good. Tapping the side of the ribs. And it's possible I can receive it into my life now. I am ready to receive it. Beautiful. Tapping the side of the wrist. Are you ready to see if you can just peel that open a little bit more? Because the fear is what blocks it from actually coming in. So then when we say, I am worthy of it, it's like a flower that's opening its petals to all of creation, and the sun can finally come in, right? So tapping on the side of the thumb, I am ready to receive. Say what that is out loud. Beautiful. And I'm going to receive it right now. Right here, right now. Beautiful. Long, deep breath in. Feel the opening starting to happen inside your being to all of creation, that suppleness, that opening. Take a long, deep breath. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the next finger. I am ready to receive. Say what that is again out loud. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. And I want you to tune into that earlier memory right now where you weren't getting that. Where that younger version of you wasn't getting that need met because the people in your life didn't know how to give it to you because they never had that need met. Because the people in their life as children never gave it to them. And so the story goes all the way back through all the generations. So I want you to see your part in the story where you weren't receiving it. I want you to see that most painful part again, where you started to shut down, where you started to fear, where you started to doubt. And I want you to imagine right now in that moment, as you're seeing that happen right now, you're seeing it in your mind's eye like you're watching a movie. I want you to zoom in to the most painful part. I want you to feel what that inner child was feeling in that moment. Tapping the side of the hand. I want you to discomfort once more. Lean into the discomfort of it, how uncomfortable it was, how painful it was, how separated from love or support you felt, how unsafe it felt. Feel it right now. Let yourself go into that. And as you're feeling it like all is lost, I want you to imagine in that pain, in that moment, in that desperation, in that fear, in that worry, that you peel open your eyes and you look out to the corner of the frame, the part of the frame that you didn't look at when you were in that memory. And who do you see in the corner of the frame but your higher self? Your glorious, loving, compassionate, understanding, empathetic, present, divine, caring self. Watching what you just went through. And also knowing that you're going to grow through it, that you're going to get through it, like you have always gotten through it. And that your future higher self knows that in every fiber of their being, and they're watching you in your suffering. And you feel the presence of their love right now, and you see them just walk over to you in that moment of fear. And they just wrap their arms around you right now and just hold you in so much care, so much protection, so much love, so much safety, so much compassion. And I want you to feel all of their love holding you right now. Feel all of their love coming into your being right now. Take a long, deep breath into their love and release a big sigh. Really open your jaw, stretch your jaw open wide. Feel the love coming in. Give it permission to enter and to create safety in every vibrating particle of your being. Inhale into any contraction. Take a big, deep breath. Let it come in and hold you. self, feel their love holding you right now. Feel any resistance to their love. Can I trust their love? Can I fully let go? Am I safe to let it in? Feel any resistance to fully allowing this love in right now? I don't know if I can feel that. Lean into the texture of it. What does that feel like in your body? Hold it in some compassion and some understanding. Take a big, deep breath into it. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the top of the head. And your higher self is looking at you right in the eyes in that moment. In that moment right there, in that memory. And there's so much love and presence, like eternity is looking through their eyes. And you're just looking into their eyes right now. And what do they want to say to you? What is the message from your higher self in that moment? Beautiful. Letting that message drop in. My higher self is telling me, what are they saying in that moment to you? My higher self is saying, say it out loud. Tapping between the brows. My higher self is telling me, tell me what it is out loud. Good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Tapping the temples, my higher self is telling me, say it out loud. And then go ahead and write it into the chat area for me. And then coming back to tapping. Feeling your higher self holding you in this message. Feel any resistance to this message right now. And just lean into the resistance and let it all go. Big, deep breath. Beautiful. Tapping underneath the nose. My higher self is telling me, I am love. I am enough. My higher self is telling me, I am strong. I am wanted. I will rise stronger than last time. I am loved now and forever. You are perfect. You are safe. I am divine. I am brave and I am loved. My higher self is telling me to trust yourself. I can do this. Be at peace always. Tapping the center of the chest. I am worthy of freedom. Good, good, good. Hallelujah. I am worthy of freedom. I am supported. My higher self is telling me, say yours out loud, and I want you to feel it in every cell of your being. If you need to scream it out loud, if you need to powerfully stand for it, if you need to get up and let it run through your whole system, I want you to bring it through with power right now. My higher self is telling me, say it out loud, claim it. This is a visitation from your higher self, and they're telling you some really deep and powerful wisdom right now in this moment. Tapping the front of the ribs. My higher self is telling me, say it out loud. Tapping the side of the ribs. My higher self is telling me, say it again. Good. Take a big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. I want you to shake your head a little bit, move your shoulders around, giving yourself a little hug and a little tap at the same time. Take another big, deep breath, release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the side of the wrist. My higher self is telling me, say it again. Tapping the side of the thumb, and it's possible, it is true. Tapping the next finger, it was true back then, and it is true now. It is true that, tell me what is true for you right now. I want to hear it right now. What is true for you? It is true that, yes. And I am ready to trust this in every fiber of my being. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I am ready to trust what? Tell me what it is for you. Good. In every fiber of my being. Ooh, good, 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 good. Feel that intention right now. We're claiming it. We're calling it into our physical body. We're calling it into our DNA. We're calling it into our genetic coding. We're calling it into the wiring in our brain. I am ready to trust. Tell me what it is for you. Tapping the little finger in every fiber of my being. Feel into any parts of you which don't want to trust it. Any parts of you that are like trying to shut down now, trying to switch off, trying to turn off, trying to deflect, trying to hold back, trying to reject, trying to resist, trying to protect. Feel all of those little places that I can't fully let it into this part of my being yet because I don't know, I've never done it before. Feel those parts right now that are holding it back. Lean into those right now. Get in contact with them. Take a long, deep breath into those right there. Release a big sigh. Shake the head a little bit. Feel into any other places that have been holding. Release a big sigh. Really open, scrunch your face, scrunch your eyes together. Shake your head, big deep breath. Beautiful. Tapping the side of the hand. I'm ready to trust. Say what it is. In every fiber of my being. Tapping the top of the head. I can do this. I am ready to do this. This will activate my potential. This will create the most beautiful, powerful change. I am ready to trust. Tell me what that is. Beautiful. Big, deep breath, big sigh. Okay, I want you just to tap, like, create some little cups on your hand and just tap on your face right now. Like imagine tapping light into your face. And just do little percussive taps right now all over your face. And I want you to imagine everything lighting up right now. And as you're doing this, I want you to tune into what you're ready to trust in your life. Tapping now, cupping all over the top of the head and down the sides of the head. The whole hand is cupping the head as you're tapping. Take a big, deep breath. Release a big sigh. Good. Now tapping the top of the head and the back of the head. I can trust. Tell me what that is. Percussively tapping back and front. I can trust. Yes, I'm ready to trust. I've got this. This is what I was designed for. And I'm making it happen today. Beautiful. Big, deep breath. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Come down to tapping the center of the chest again. All right, I want you to feel what your life would look like right now if you fully allowed this full 110% trust in this one message from your higher self. What would be happening in your life, and how would you be showing up in your life if you allowed the full embodiment of that to come through. So I want you just to close your eyes while you're tapping on your chest right now. I want you to imagine. I want you to tune in. What would be happening in your life specifically around this change, around this invitation? Tune into what would be happening and how you'd be showing up, and how you'd be communicating, how you'd be connecting, what would be taking place as a result of all of this. Beautiful. Take a long, deep breath into that. Release a big sigh. Ah. Beautiful. Feel that. Feel that happening in your life right now. And what comes out of that place? What manifests out of that place? What gets created through you as you from that place? And how much fun can it be, right? Okay. So I want you to say out loud what you get to create when you're allowing the full embodiment of that trust now to come through. I am creating, and I want you to say some things that you're creating with that energy now. Beautiful. Tapping the front of the ribs. I am creating. Tell me it out loud. Yip, 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 yip. Woo. Coo, coo, coo. Nice. I am creating. What else are you creating? Beautiful. And I want you to see yourself living that. And I want you to feel what that feels like when you're living that. What does it feel like in your body? What's the texture? Is it soft? Is it sensual? Is it grounded? Is it warm? Is it breezy? What does it feel like in your body when that is happening? Feel it in your physical body right now. And I want you to heighten how good that feels. Really lean into that beautiful, exquisite energy that's there when that's happening. Amplify it by 50%. Really let it feel so good, whatever texture is there inside your body. And if it had a color, what color would it be? Really feel the color, feel the sweet, beautiful texture that's there. Take a long, deep breath in and release a big sigh. Ah, beautiful. Tapping the side of the wrist. And what are the top 3 positive emotions that come from this? It makes me feel. What does it make you feel? At peace, joyful, excited, loving, caring, strong, grounded, at ease. What does it make you feel? The top 3 things. It makes me feel, tapping the side of the next finger, when I am, beautiful. Yes, when you're doing what? When I'm allowing the belief of, what was the belief of your higher self? Tapping the next finger. Okay, I want you to all go in and write the belief from your higher self first. And then I want you to write what it's creating in your life. So what is the belief from your higher self, and what does that create in your life? And then how does it feel when you get to create that from that belief? Go ahead and write that and come back to tapping. Beautiful. Yes. Joy, love, abundance, success. It feels amazing. Yes, Carla. Belief, I'm free. Yes. Safe and connection. Sarah, Kirsty, I can trust my process. Joy creates more, and I'm feeling lots of joy. Awesome, beautiful, worthy of love. That creates a life of ease, and I'm feeling lots of joy. Peace with myself. Nice, Tony. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. Okay, beautiful. Let's feel in to all of that magnifying, all of those gifts, all of those positive feelings, all of that powerful belief in yourself, all of your possibilities, feeling how that's channeling through your life. Feel like the momentum that is getting created through that power, that the momentum is filling up your life, filling up your relationship, filling up your work, filling up all the things right now. Feel it. Take a big, deep breath and release a big sigh. Okay, we're going to do something right now. So basically, I want you to imagine that we have a toroid of energy around going through our whole body. I want you to do this with your arms. And I want you to imagine really moving the arms and the shoulders back, and that we're pulling out the energy and we're opening it to circulate into creation right now. So really move this energy. You can swing a little bit back and forth with your hips as you do it. And then inhale and exhale through the mouth. So it's like this. We're circulating all that prana now through the body. Inhale, bring the arms up, stretch the fingers up tall, hold the breath. Feel all of the energy from creation circulating down through the arms, down through your head, down through your body. That there is beautiful light waking up all that you are. And then exhaling, bringing all that energy down that central column right now. And just feeling this space right now. Feel all of the energy that's opening up inside your field right now. And I want you just to take this moment just to feel into this space. And I want you just to close your eyes and feel this alignment right now. And while we do this, we're going to do a little breath of fire. So first of all, I want you all to stick out your tongue like this. And I want you to pant like a dog, like this. You're panting like a dog. And then once you've got that, I want you to close your mouth and just do it through the nose. So we're just flooding the system with prana right now, because we just opened up all the portals. So we want to flood it with prana right now. So go ahead and do this breath.
And when there's no fear, there's no anger.
Really bringing in that navel towards the spine on the exhale.
Relationship with yourself now.
And inhale, hold the breath. Keep that breath held. Feeling all of the blessings surrounding you right now, that you have arrived. That there is support, that there is love, that there is guidance, that you are on your side. Feel yourself receiving that right now. Feeling it entering into your consciousness, that all is well, all is provided for. Exhale slowly. And in this space right now, I want you to tune in to your message again from your higher self. And I want you to feel how natural that message is now. And how that is a part of who you are now. And with this message, all of your potential opens up. That you get into alignment with the intelligence of the universe. and that there is support coming through from this space. That there is the unseen miracles and blessings coming into your life because you are receptive. You are open to receive. Taking one more deep breath in and releasing a sigh. And now I want you just to take this moment, placing your hands on your chest. And I want you to feel what you're now bringing into your life, what you're now creating in your life. And how it is time and you are so ready. And that you have all that you need to make this. And that you have all of the support from the universe. And that you can finally trust and let go. And allow all of the miracles to open up around you. I want you to go ahead and just write down into the chat area, what are you open to bringing into your life now? Just go ahead and write that down. Love and ease, pure peace, unconditional love, freedom, success, love and joy. Gratitude, creative expression, magnificent love and beauty, belief in myself, trust in the process, an open heart, health and acceptance, strong support, trust, love, freedom and peace into my life, trusting the cosmic divine guidance God provides me, courageous in showing up as my powerful self. For this and so much more, we in our prayers in this moment, for peace and calm, trust and peace, courage, love, love of self, new love, job worthiness, trust, peace, joy. Feeling this inhale into these prayers right now together. Feeling it for everyone in the space, all of these prayers being met, all of these prayers being held together. Beauty, so much love. And exhale. Beautiful. So I want you to tune into how you're feeling now around this next step in your life. Where are you now at this next step? Do you feel ready? On a scale of 0 to 10, if you started at a 10, for example, did the number come down in intensity? Where is the fear now? Is it a 0? Is it a 3? Go ahead and write down what you started with at the start of the session and what the number is now. Beautiful, Carla. 10 to a 0. Lena, 0. Haha, beautiful. Julie, have a beautiful week. Kirsty, 10 to a 2. 9 to a 0, 5 to a 0, 8 to a 2, 10 to a 4, 9 to a 0, 10 to a 2, 10 to a 6, 8 to a 0. Rhonda, if the number has gone up, it's likely that some numbing has been released. And so now you're more in touch with the emotion. So you can come back and do a tap and help clear out what's revealed itself. 8 to a 0, 2, more ready. Beautiful. Well done, my loves. I'm so proud of you. You've done so good tonight. This is such a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to share and to grow together. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to give an opportunity for a couple of people to share what it was that their higher self brought through. Perhaps it was a message or some type of healing that came through or something that you realized in the experience. So in maybe like a minute or two to share with the rest of the group. And this will give you an opportunity to integrate it in even more depth. As we share our growth, as we share our discoveries, not only within this community, but within the world with our friends and family, it allows it to anchor more deeply inside of our system because now we're speaking it into creation. So we do these sessions every couple of weeks. They're always free. So come again, tell your friends, share it with your family. as we do this inner work together in community, the whole world becomes brighter because we overflow in so much more. Some of the work that we do inside my school, I have an online school. We do certifications in the tapping method. We also do some programs as well. We have a program coming up in January, which is called the Personal Peace Process, which is a really beautiful deep dive into many years of your early childhood, clearing out a lot of the root stuff that might be creating difficulty in your life today, and then doing manifestation work with that. So that's coming in January. We'll get a wait list to you guys shortly on that. Yeah, and just really, really happy to be in community with you. You can follow us on Instagram. You'll get a replay to this video as well, so you can come back and do it, as well as a PDF. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for sharing your voices, your hearts, your love with each other, and for being a part of this community. So let's all just rub our hands together. You can turn your camera on if you want. We're going to do a group loving here. So we're going to just heat up our hands, and in a moment we're just going to face our hands to each other and imagine that everyone is sitting in the middle of a circle right now, and we're just going to send all of our love into the circle, and we're going to both give and receive at the same time. Okay, and while we're doing that, we're going to do the sound of an om. Okay, so really heat those hands up. You can also shake your body a little bit as you want. Move all of your body like you're shaking your body. You're shaking your hands, trembling it all. Take a big, deep breath. And then send all the energy. Imagine yourself receiving and giving with the sound of Om. Om. Big, deep breath in. Feel yourself receive all that energy that we just co-created. One more Om. And inhale. Feel all the love of the group, placing your hands on your chest, feeling all that love in your heart now. Put a little smile on your face. Feel that love coming in. And slowly exhale. Letting your breath return to normal, feeling that beautiful deep safety where you are held in love. That all is well. You're exactly where you are supposed to be. You are held right here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing this beautiful tap with us. It is my honor to share this time, this space, and I look forward to seeing you all again. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.